Hi, everybody. This is Brad from Major Choice. So I have one of my favorite past students with me today, who I can't say enough about. Her name is Elizabeth, and we worked together through Major Choice for, I think, we tend to estimate the course takes between 6 and 8 weeks, but I think you and I worked together a little longer than that, right?
Yeah, for sure. For
It
sure.
was great. It was a wonderful experience, a wonderful journey that I get to share with Elizabeth. I'm blessed enough to have her here to share that with me and our viewers today. So with that, Elizabeth, do you mind just maybe introducing yourself real quick?
Yeah, my name's Elizabeth, obviously. I am 18 years old and I just graduated high school. Um, I'm adopted from Guatemala. Um, uh,
And you're
I'm
living,
going,
you're living
what?
in where are you? You're in
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Sorry about that.
oh,
um,
okay.
and I was introduced to Major Choice through my mom, which she's friends with Mr. Ed. So that was exciting.
Cool.
And yeah, I've just been on
Uh,
this journey and I'm super excited. It was super fun and enjoyable.
that's great. Yeah, I mean, I'd love for you, I mean, we had, like I said, we definitely um, spent quite a bit of time learning about you and taking that trip into your, looking at your personality, your passions, your interests. I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that mission one. And oh, actually, before we get there, though, maybe you can explain how you're feeling about your educational path before we did Major Choice.
Yeah, for sure. So as I said, I just graduated high school, and before I even started Major Choice, I honestly, if I'm just gonna be 100% with y'all. I did not really think I wanted to go to college just because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was all over the place from uh what's it called, graphic design, to wanting to be a physical therapist, like just anything. And nothing was really like, I wasn't really like interested into something. I
Mhm.
just, oh, that seems fun or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just really didn't, think like I wanted to go to college right away. But I also heard that like if I was to take a year off, they say some people don't really go back or don't
Yeah.
really want to follow through with that. So I kind of was like, I was stuck.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out about Major Choice, and I actually am going to college. So that's
Oh,
exciting.
spoiler alert. Well, what was your, when you were going through this, what was your family thinking? Were they hoping you would go to college, or what were they? I'm just curious. I think we
Yes.
talked about it a time ago, but
Yeah. So obviously my family encourages college for sure. It's not
Mhm.
like, but if you don't go, I haven't really talked to them like much about that. It was just like an idea, if I didn't go to college. But my mom was always like, if you don't go to college, you need to plan. Like you
Mhm.
need something. You're not just gonna be sitting at home doing
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, couldn't
Right.
agree with that
So
more, for
I
sure.
was like, well, if I don't know what I'm gonna do. I seriously didn't know. But going through like this process, my parents were very encouraging about, everything, and they were very supportive. After I would get done with like sessions with you and all this, they would, ask questions and were very interested in everything else, which made me more interested, even though I was already interested and excited about it. But yeah, they were supportive, and they've always been supportive of that. So
Yeah,
um
yeah, for sure.
but yeah, they were happy about this experience and glad that I had something to look forward to, like not only like for myself, but also for my future and stuff. So yeah.
That's cool. That's really great. Yeah, and I really appreciate even the outreach that I got from your mom throughout the course. It was pretty cool. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but obviously the first step in the process, because you came to us not really knowing, and rather than diving in and started looking at careers, we kind of did some self exploration. That's what we do in Mission One. And I know
Yes.
it can be, it can be, some of it can be pretty intense.
Yeah.
But I would love for you to talk to the people watching about a little bit about what you experienced in Mission One.
Okay. So mission one was the personality test, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And the passions and interests and influence and
Yes.
all that. Yeah.
That was literally crazy. I it was it was hard for sure because I think so many other people don't really like look at themselves and like be like, "Oh, what am I interested in?" or "Oh, what are my core values?" blah blah, blah. But like I was just I was just stuck because I've never, sat down and really thought about that. But when I, learned more about myself, that's the thing with this course. Not only is this helping me with my future, but it's also helping me like learn more about who I am as a person
Mm,
and, why I do certain things or why my personality is some one way than another way.
mhm.
And it really, like I felt more comfortable and I felt like very like inspired by these courses because it's really cool to like think this is why I'm one way or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was hard, but it was for sure something that I would do all over again.
That's great. And I always think it's great too, because it tells you more. It's more than just, as we explore all those aspects of you, not only do we, it's the personality, the core values, but we dive into those life events, those
Yeah.
influencers, all those core pieces that really, made you who you are today. And then,
Yeah.
it's not just aligning them with careers, but it's also helping you with relationships and future business relationships and all
Yes.
those things. It's so telling. And I feel like it's just a critical piece to what we do.
Yeah.
So, but then we started to get into taking all the information and aligning it with career choices. And I know it was kind of a big puzzle, you and I. We kind of
Yeah.
matching all those pieces together. We went
Was.
down
It
a
was.
yeah, we went down a few roads. How was that for you? Did you enjoy that experience? I know it was some work. So,
Yes. Um, I liked it. I liked, having um it was both positive and negative. The positives were that, I had so many choices, but also that was like a negative for me because I'm like, wait, I'm an indecisive person. So I'm just like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I liked having so many choices and like looking, and contacting people about, those specific careers and
mhm,
stuff.
mhm. Yeah,
It was a great experience.
you did quite a bit of research on the careers, right? Because you had a lot of different options that we narrowed them down to match your personality. But I do remember there was a lot of research and I
Yes,
yeah, more so than a lot of my other students, because
really.
yeah, there was a lot of variations there of different paths.
Right,
So,
right.
but you dove in and you researched a lot.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when I first started, it was like graphic design and PT and stuff. And for a long time, I really wanted to do physical therapy just because, that was my overall thing.
Mhm.
I wanted to help people. And that's what I learned in Mission One was like, I want to help people. I want to, um, like talk to people about, whatever it is like that they're going through or, just having a conversation. For me, I feel like I am like very good at making conversation and a lot of people tell me I have like a bunch of positive energy and everything,
Yeah, you
which
do. You do.
um, but that's what I kind of found out. And going through like a bunch, like the first list that we had, it was all of that. It was, I'm trying to remember some of the career options. Um,
There was a lot, I think there was a lot in the health field too, that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, and I could, at one point, I think you even talked about helping people as a firefighter, right? Or
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
that's what I mean. They were
it's
very,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah. But it was cool how we were able to narrow them down and really hone in on what really truly meant the most to you. And of
Yes.
course, we also looked at, as we were going through it, we looked at salary ranges and future job demand and all those key aspects of it too. And that played a role in your decision too, which it should.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, like you said, that was a big role for me and very important because, I want to be happy doing what I'm going to do, but I also like want to be financially, um, what's the word?
Independent.
Yes, like don't have to like think, oh, if I spend this much money on something, then am I going to be able to pay for this,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but as I was talking to people and on the phone with people interviewing them about, that specific job, there were this one lady I was talking to, she said something about, it wasn't really about the money for her. It was about the fact that she never even thought, financially how she would be. Um, she was more, I love this job and I want to do this. And that's what I want to do. That's how I want to think. But there's just something there that I'm just like, money, which, can sound, you know, one
No,
way, but be taken another.
no, it's you to be financially sound. It's a smart decision to make. It's adulting.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want, to not have to worry about money, then that's a smart decision to make. It totally is fine. And it's not callous at all. But we talked about, you started to talk about mission 3. So when we started to kind of hone in on, we narrowed it down to 2 or 3 careers for you. I know you spoke to a few people. I don't remember how many, but you ended up speaking to people that were pursuing those careers now. How those conversations go?
They went well. I'm not gonna lie to you, the first conversation, I was just nervous,
Yeah,
and I think I was
remember
just
you
like
were.
rushing the conversation more than anything
Mhm.
because like I didn't want to miss anything.
Yeah,
But I also was very surprised and um uh, like of her story and how she got there, and we kind of had some similarities between us because she said she obviously wanted to help people, um as I do, and one of the factors that went into her decision was her mom, because her mom is always thinking she said her mom was always thinking of other people,
mhm.
um and put others before herself, and that's how my mom is. She is like hardworking. She puts literally all her kids, her family, her husband in front of herself. And I want to do that. And I want to be able to help people and like, you know, whatever they're going through, just be there, just like my mom. um,
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, the experience was very, very soothing for sure. It was um amazing.
Awesome. Well,
It
tell
was super.
everybody what you ended up on to pursue for
Um,
educational path and career.
I am leaning towards um psychology and wanting to um be a therapist or do something with counseling.
Okay.
Um, I think um that is, my mom even kind of called that before I even started this. She was like, I think you'd be good in this area or this field. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
girl,
yeah, your
probably
mom.
not.
Yeah, yeah,
But obviously she was right.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I'm just super excited. And that's the thing, like before I even started this, of course I didn't know what I wanted to do and I wasn't excited about school. I don't really think I've ever been excited about, school or anything. Um, because I knew it was like a routine, like a job. Like I had
Yeah.
to go to school, I had to learn, I had to take tests and homework and stuff. But I am genuinely super excited about college and doing and going to class and learning about, what I want to study and stuff. So
Awesome. Well, and that enthusiasm inspires confidence. I mean, the fact that
yes.
you have a direction, I know you'll, feel so much better as you sit in these courses and know this is where you're meant to be, and
Yeah.
that is a good feeling for me. And I'm so happy that you're there and you feel good about it too. And I and
Well,
I want to take
thank
a second to
you.
thank you. No, I thank you. I had a really good time working with you. It was very rewarding for me, and I'm so happy, and obviously where you just graduated, and really, you know, it's just a fantastic, and like I said, I'm proud of you, the fact that you made it through this course and now you're headed in that direction, and definitely makes you feel good. And I'm blessed to
Yes.
have had something to do with it. So thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I should be thanking you because I don't really think I'd know or anything if I didn't know about major choice. So thank you.